And today within the collective, we have people out there in the collective that this reading applies to who make a lot of their decisions detached and void of emotion. Everything is strategy to them. They use their power of communication in order to move themselves forward, whether that be speaking, verbal, or written communication. This is somebody who has a plan. They wish to excel, they want new beginnings, and they will be victorious at pretty much any cost. This is a person with a dual personality. They come across as very flirtatious, very adventurous, they're very attractive, they're very passionate, they take bold actions. This is their mask face. This is the face that they present to the public. They're freedom loving, they're adventurous, they're very charming, they're charismatic. They lure people in with a combination of an outgoing attitude and their words. And they do this in order to attract a female into their life, into their future. This is a person who can be very loving and give a sense of safety and tradition and conservatism. This is a person who comes across as being very stable. They are a provider. And this is the deal. On the surface, their actions are sensual, passionate, outgoing, adventurous, spontaneous, and freedom loving. But internally, this is a person who is very conservative and very strict in their movements. And to be honest, most women want a bad boy who's turned good, okay? And this guy gives off those vibes. He really does. This is a dude who's giving off these vibes. But what is the other one? The other thing is stability and strength. They come into the equation being very nurturing, soothing, calming, and relaxing. Unfortunately, this is also a person who misuses their ability to communicate and to strategize. They get somebody into a position through charm and allure, whether it be a woman that they love with or that they are in love with, or a, a work environment where they manipulate their coworkers into thinking that they're a certain type of leader in order to gain abundance in their life. And they move into the position and they give everybody in their life, work and family life included, this strong sense of strength, providing, taking care of others, loyalty, faithfulness, duty, values, but yet they are using or misusing their abilities here. This is somebody who is misusing their ability to communicate and strategize in order to be underhanded with the very people that they have taken so much time and energy to pull in. This is a person who is flirtatious not only to get the women in their life, they are flirtatious in order to mobilize people to do what they want. But the people in their surroundings have figured out that this person is a little bit strategically manipulative. Okay? They have they've shown a propensity to be unforgiving, harsh, um, they've gotten a little bit too extreme with their attitude. They've become too stubborn and they're holding too strongly to their opinions in order to achieve things and obtain things and take things from the people around them. So they're moving in total contradiction to this charming attitude that they used to pull people in and this stable, stoic type of support system that they were suggesting that they were going to provide to not only the woman in their life, but the people in their life. And they underestimated the people in their life. They've underestimated the woman in their life. They have underestimated the people that they work with, because the people in their life are a lot stronger than what they had originally assumed. And they're receiving exposure and they're receiving resistance. So if you're this person, it's not going to be as easy to keep the people in your life in control. They will mobilize against you. And although you will stand victoriously, you might want to reconsider your approach, because you do get caught manipulating those in your environment. And normally you could perceive this reading as the Knight of Wands and the Emperor fighting with one another over a female. The Knight of Wands being underhanded with a female in the reading, or the Knight of Wands currently being underhanded with the people in their work life and them being challenged by the Emperor. But based on how these cards have fallen, it appears as if a master manipulator has been outed for their manipulations, and they are receiving a resistance. And although they will come out victorious, it is not going to be easy for them to take from the people in their life, because the people in their life are much stronger than what they had originally projected.